Hello, everyone. Good day to all of you, wherever you are in the world. I'm Anna Ospinskaya, hosting for you from Washington, D.C. area. Thank you very much for joining us for this very, very exciting program. We will be announcing the recipients of the James Adler Audience Favorite Award. Our channel is dedicated to bringing live performances and events from the international artists directly and live to our audiences around the globe. Again, I'm very excited and honored to be announcing the results of the voting, which was taking place for 3 weeks, and we'll be naming the recipients of the James Adler Audience Favorite Award. This award is part of the Carnegie Gala auditions and the gala concerts, which took place at the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall on June 20th, just a couple of weeks ago. Musicians were auditioning for an opportunity to perform at the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall in this massive gala concert in New York City. James Adler Audience Favorite Award is aimed at encouraging musicians and the audience to engage and foster long-lasting relationships between each other through enjoyment of live classical music. Now, let's say a few words about our wonderful community of organizers of these events. The gala auditions are organized by Sound Espressivo progressive musicians and virtual concert halls. Sound Espressivo Global Competition is an online, live-streamed competition. It's almost like a musician's fair, and it combines competing for many prizes with live musical performances, experiences, and audience engagement. And today we have James Welch with us, who is the director of Progressive Musicians. Hi, James. It's a great pleasure to have you with us.
It's great to be here again. And, what a wonderful gala we had in New York.
It was a parade of incredible performances and a great joy for organizers, for musicians, and of course for the audience. We had quite a reception from the audience, very warm and long applause between the performances. It was heartwarming.
It was great. I've never been in a room with so many fabulous musicians all at once, like in one program. It's, or if I have, I don't remember it because this one was better.
This one was really very exciting. So Progressive Musicians, of which James Welch is a director, is an organizer of many competitions and concerts at various venues, including prestigious concert halls like Carnegie Hall, King Hall for Sony Fredonia, and his company is collaborating with music teachers around the world. And Virtual Concert Halls, of which I'm a director, is an internet TV broadcaster, and we're providing artists with a virtual stage and ability to reach audiences beyond the walls of conventional concert halls. Our projects, together with James and many others, are blessed by unwavering support given to us by many, many artists and music organizations around the world, every part of the world. You open up the map and it lights up with the places from which we get enormous pouring in of support for our project. And I just want to name a few. Thank you very much, and let's show the logos of our wonderful supporters on screen so people can actually visualize who they are. Thank you to New York Chamber Players Orchestra, PianoPiano Studios, iClassical Academy. Let me just say the countries. New York Chamber Players our orchestra is based in New York, United States. PianoPiano Studios, also in United States. iClassical Academy from Switzerland. New Media Productions, based in Boston in United States. History of Music Channels, based in Italy. World Piano Teachers Association, based in all over Europe. Adler Oaks Music Library in New York. Cave of Cello School in Washington, D.C., and many, many others. The goal of these auditions, and James, please help me if I'm not quite communicating it quite right, it's to encourage and nurture and reward musicians who are proactive about sharing their art and about developing their careers. Sound Espressivo and progressive musicians together, we are striving to provide opportunities for musicians and audiences to discover the unique voice of nowadays musicians, performers and composers alike, to take initiative to present themselves on their own terms and invite the audience to appreciate the unique voice of each musician, and of course to carve their own career paths.
Spot on. Yep. That's just been so much fun. Every time I hear you read this, I just get excited again.
Yeah, that's a good mission to be on.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Progressive musicians and Sound Espressivo are hosting live auditions for our Laureate Gala at Carnegie Hall this summer. Auditions are open to soloists, composers, small and large ensembles. You can also audition for an opportunity to perform a concerto with the New York Chamber Players Orchestra. Don't miss your opportunity to receive a professional video recording of your performance on this world-renowned stage. Progressive.
And musicians did respond. We had an incredible collection of accomplished artists, young musicians, ages from 5 until 85, applying, performing, auditioning, and stepping on the prestigious stage of Carnegie Hall. Musicians were seeking guidance and support from the judges through live comments. Our judges are coming on screen during our broadcasts and providing comments and encouragement, suggestions, and recommendations to auditionees during the audition process right after their performances. And we're so grateful and honored to the wonderful and challenging work which was done by our distinguished panel of judges. And I would like to thank, namely, everyone who participated in sometimes very long auditions. Thank you, Maestro Giacomo Franchi, music director of New York Chamber Players Orchestra, Vera Danchenko, pianist and vocal coach, a specialist in diction, especially in the Russian and Slavic languages. Emil Chudnovsky, a wonderful violinist, winner of many prestigious, biggest competitions for violin in the world, and a wonderful judge and an educator as well. August Antonov, French pianist, award-winning pianist and performer on many stages, and of course also an educator. Georg Sargsyan, a conductor, born in Georgia, educated in Europe and now based in Asia. And thank you very much also wonderful flutist, the first flute performer of the Orpheus Chamber Orchestra, Elizabeth Mann. Thank you, Pierre Boudry, a great guitarist from Canada and a faculty member of Tiziano Academy in Switzerland. Thank you, James Welch, pianist and music director and director of productions for Broadway and other stage performances, based in Buffalo, New York. Benjamin Hansen, who is a wonderful choral director, and who judged for us for choral submissions and vocal submissions, and Daniel Ihas, a wonderful baritone with a big performance career and big background in education. Thank you, judges. You were fabulous. You were supportive. You added so much kindness and wisdom to every one of our auditions. And we are also very grateful to many others who gave us support, gave us encouragement to continue with these events and auditions. Thank you to iClassical Academy for their ongoing support of musicians in our projects. In 2021, the iClassical Academy established the Recognition Award. And since then, the company extended their enormous generosity to more than 150 musicians from all over the world. So thank you very much, iClassical Academy. Thank you, Irma de Jong. Thank you, Jan-Ricardo Peer, for your support of musicians and for your mentorship. We couldn't do our work without the community of musicians, participants, teachers, judges, managers, and other supporters, including parents, academic school teachers, and everyone who gave their attention and time to musicians to raise artists to the level where they are able to participate in our events. Your wisdom, your kindness, your expertise, and that of many, many others in this wonderful community are people who generously share their time, and that's what shapes these auditions and makes them what they are. Thank you. Also to the Sound Espressivo Board of Advisors.
No matter where you are or who you are, music connects us all. We started with a dream, but now we are paving the future. Welcome to the Sound Espressivo Global Competition. Fully virtual, yet bringing musicians closer together than ever before, now on a global scale. True live, inclusivity, diversity, connection, community, an extraordinary array of judges. Get noticed by companies all over the world. Prizes, scholarships, performance opportunities. Apply to be a part of the most exciting congregation of artists like nothing you've ever seen before. We guarantee quality and leave no musician behind. We can't wait to hear you on the virtual stage.
And now I want to extend many, many thanks to wonderful New York Chamber Players Orchestra and its music director, Maestro Giacomo Franchi, for their incredible support of the Laureates and the Carnegie Gala. New York Chamber Players Orchestra is based in New York, and they've been part of the Carnegie Galas for the entire season, always supporting the musicians and always helping sometimes people who performing the concerto for the first time to get comfortable and to really learn how to enjoy the process. Now, Maestro Giacomo Franchi was very generous with his time, organizing one-on-one sessions before musicians even arrived in New York and stepped into the PianoPiano rehearsal space to rehearse with the orchestra, which was extremely important, discussing the tempos, discussing dynamic changes, making it all coherent and understanding, creating the communication and this rapport between the conductor and the soloist prior to the first rehearsal are extremely important and a very, very helpful experience to every one of our soloists. And then, of course, everyone arrived in New York and rehearsed with the New York Chamber Players Orchestra. Those rehearsals were live broadcast, and you can visit our YouTube channels or Facebook channels or other social media channels so that you can get a peek behind the scenes what it is like when the orchestra, the conductor, and the soloists get together and prepare for such a nerve-wracking moment as stepping up on the stage of the Carnegie Hall. What do they do? How do they do that? How do they find that mix, find that synergy between the soloist, conductor, and the orchestra? Now, orchestra is not an object. It's comprised of musicians. These are people who are playing very challenging parts as well, and they get nervous too. So if you want to know how that works, please visit our channels and see those programs. And then, of course, at the gala, the orchestra was the most supportive group of incredible musicians playing together with the soloists who were chosen for the gala. And now I want to thank the amazing Steve Robinson, a world-renowned radio producer and a great supporter of our projects. Steve Robinson had been helping us, mentoring our programs and interviewing the musicians for this entire season. Steve's radio programs about music and musicians for decades have been among the most listened to classical music radio shows around the world. He's one of the co-producers of Exploring Music with Bill McLaughlin. It's an in-depth radio show ongoing, which has been aired on dozens and dozens of radio stations all over the world for over than 2 decades. It's still ongoing. It's one of the most in-depth and engaging radio classical musical talk shows. And now that you all know more about the Carnegie Gala, the events and people and organizations who work together towards the goal of bringing musicians and audiences in one place, in one moment of celebration and of the very fulfilling journey of musical experience, I want to say a few words about the James Adler Audience Favorite Award and the founder of this award. James Adler is a pianist and a composer. He is a Curtis Institute alumnus, and he is world-renowned. He's traveled and performed and taught in many countries. He is a published composer, and we have a little surprise coming up in a moment. James Adler and the Adler Oaks Library established the James Adler Audience Favorite Award. A year ago, James is a member of the Sound Espressivo Board of Advisors and our great mentor and he helps us hone the programs and make them wonderful for all musicians. And now on screen, what you see is a just released new album of James Adler's music. It was released on the Albany Records, Albany Records, and it's now gaining world recognition. There are reviews pouring in. One recent review from Italy. You can go online, find the star in the picture. It's available on Amazon, on Spotify, on many other channels. It's a collection of incredibly charming and touching music by a composer of incredible depth. James, are we ready
ready.
Announce? Okay.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So this Laureate Gala received an unprecedented over 2,100 votes. We're so happy. It was difficult to collect all the data and all the information who voted for whom, so it took us a little bit of time. I hope you forgive us for taking the time. We just wanted to make sure we do our due diligence to every single vote and make sure we count every single vote properly. And we are so happy to see that the number of people who are joining in this effort of bringing together the audience and the musicians and the communities is growing. The last time we offered the award, we had, I think, 1,080 votes.
It was somewhere close to 1,100, I remember.
Yeah. So I think it was 1,089. We were coming up to 1,100, but not quite getting there. And this time the number nearly doubled. And we hope very much everyone who is watching today and who is part of this process that you will consider joining in the next voting. So we can double that number again and have 4,000 votes. That's my dream.
We can do it.
We can do it. You can do it.
You can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, James, you announce.
Okay. Oh, you mean James Adler? Yeah.
Yes.
Too many Jameses here. All right.
We have James. Okay, James Adler.
Okay,
welcome to stage.
Here comes James Adler.
Let's have that.
Hello, I'm James Adler, Yamaha concert artist and president of the Adler Oaks Music Library, sponsor of the James Adler Audience Favorite Award and the JNS Honorable Mention Awards. On behalf of Virtual Concert Halls, progressive musicians, our advisory boards and members, I want to thank all those who participated and voted. The total number of fully eligible votes worldwide was over 2,100. That's 2,100. Yay! We're glad to have had your collective voices heard. The winner of the James Adler Audience Favorite Award is, drumroll please, Luteo Guo, young pianist from China. The recipient of a JNS honorable mention is Valeria Ilyinai, spinto lyric soprano from Lithuania. And the duo recipients of a JNS honorable mention award are Teresa Leiz Monsalvo, castanets virtuoso from Spain, with Marta Casas Vasquez, soprano from Spain. And they had wonderful and able support from Igor Zukovsky, cello, and Jennifer Wang, piano. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you all for participating and voting. Your vote does count. Please have a happy and safe summer. Until next time.
Yay!
Yeah, congratulations to everybody. This is really exciting and very generous of the Adler Oaks Foundation to extend more than one award. I mean, that was not expected, and just the generosity is overwhelming, and hopefully, that will benefit many people that way, and we're just very generous, and congratulations to all.
Yes, thank you, James Adler. Thank you, Adler Oaks Library Foundation, and thank you everyone who participated. And this is just so wonderful to be able to encourage and extend the support to the three winners. And thank you for establishing another award, the Honorable Mention, Jane S. Honorable Mention Award. So let's do another drum roll to the winners.
Another round here. Okay.
Yes, James, it's to you.
Yeah,
announce the winners one more time.
Okay. Luteo Guo, pianist and winner of the James Adler Audience Favorite Award. Congratulations again. And Valeria Ilyinai, soprano, recipient of the JNS Honorable Mention Award. And Teresa Leiz and Marta Vasquez are also recipients of a JNS Honorable Mention Award. Did that go?
I didn't see it.
No,
there we go. Yay! Drum roll!
Yay! All right. So, wow, we're nearing the end here. I just thank you to everybody involved here, and the virtual concert halls staff here.
Thank you very much, the Virtual Concert Halls team, and I will never stop repeating everyone's names you see on the screen. Yeah, this is our technical team, the team of directors, scriptwriters, sound engineers, and broadcast designers. These are professional musicians. Yes, musicians can double and do more than one thing in life. All these people you see on the screen, they are performers, educators. Some of them are also even composers and arrangers, and they are the magic team behind the scenes which makes these programs possible. Thank you guys. You are amazing.
Yes, thank you all. And looks like we have a comment here.
Yay!
Yay.
Congrats to all. Yes, thank you. And congrats to the audience who is there and who is supporting us and commenting. Please comment. Comment more. While we're still here for another 1 minute, if your comment comes in, it goes straight on the screen.
Excellent, yes.
And
we have next season, we should
yes!
mention. So next season, this is a fun one. Cold Orchestra, which is a new project we started last year. People auditioned to play concerti live with a professional orchestra. We had our first concert with the Western New York Chamber Orchestra last February, and we are gearing up to work with them again in 2024. So stay tuned for those auditions, as well as auditions for
Well, we have for next season and for the upcoming seasons, our group of orchestras which are joining this project is growing. So for the upcoming season, we will have Philharmonia Bohuslava Martinu, a wonderful orchestra in Czech Republic. Again, we welcome back the Western New York Chamber Orchestra and their wonderful music director, Glenn Cortese. And we have wonderful addition, the Boulder Symphony and Music Academy with their phenomenal conductor, Devin Patrick Hughes, and of course, New York Chamber Players Orchestra with its music director, Giacomo Franchi.
It's just very exciting.
It's so exciting that we're expanding and creating a network of the orchestras who are interested in participating in this project.
Definitely. And that's not all. We have something new here. Masters and Masterworks. And Anna, you can tell more about this.
Yeah, this is the project which we are launching for the next season, and with the purpose to celebrate the contemporary composers and newly written music for all instruments and voice. Now listen to that. We will have auditions for musicians also who are interested in exploring newly written music for various instruments and voice, and calls for scores for composers to submit the scores who are looking for musicians who would like to maybe premiere or perform again some of their newly written music. And we will bring together the two communities, the performers and composers will have an opportunity to meet and to work together on these compositions. So look for more announcements for the next season of Masters and Masterworks.
And who could forget Rocky's birthday?
Yeah. Never forget, this year is Rachmaninoff's anniversary year. He was born in 1973. He died in 1943. Those dates are so easy to remember, even I can remember them. So he lived exactly 70 years. And we are celebrating this year of Rachmaninoff. At the end of the year, we will have auditions for instrumentalists and voice focused and dedicated to the legacy of Sergei Rachmaninoff. And the laureates and winners of those auditions will have an opportunity also to perform at the Carnegie Hall.
That's exciting. And we have many other things coming up as well that we can't fit in because we got 1 minute and a half before our time on air is up. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. So on that note, thank you everybody, and have a nice day.
Have a blessed day, have a great summer, and we'll see you in the next broadcasts and programs very soon. Thank you all for supporting and participating and being part of our energetic community. Bye now.